Spider-Man had always been a successful superhero, saving the world from evil villains and protecting the innocent. But when it came to his dating life, things were a bit more complicated. On one particular day, Spider-Man was on his way to meet his girlfriend, Mary Jane, for a romantic dinner. He was swinging through the city, enjoying the view, when suddenly he heard screams for help. Being the hero that he was, he immediately went to investigate. He found himself face to face with his arch nemesis, the Green Goblin. They started to fight, and it was a fierce battle. Spider-Man was struggling to keep up, but he knew he couldn't let the Green Goblin get away. Finally, after a long and grueling fight, Spider-Man emerged victorious. He quickly realized, however, that he was late for his dinner with Mary Jane. He rushed over to the restaurant, hoping she hadn't left yet. When he arrived, he was out of breath and covered in dirt and sweat. Mary Jane looked at him in shock and confusion. "What happened to you?" she asked. Spider-Man tried to explain, but he was still catching his breath. "I had to save the city. From the Green Goblin," he managed to say between gasps. Mary Jane was not impressed. "I thought you said you could balance your superhero duties with our relationship," she said, clearly upset. Spider-Man felt terrible. He knew he had messed up. "I'm sorry, Mary Jane," he said, trying to make things right. "Let me make it up to you." He took her hand and led her outside. He then proceeded to take her on a web-slinging ride through the city, showing her all the sights and sounds he loved about New York. At first, Mary Jane was hesitant, but eventually she started to enjoy the ride. They laughed and joked as they swung through the streets, and Spider-Man felt like things were finally going his way. But just as he was about to land on the rooftop of a building, he accidentally hit a flagpole and went flying through the air. Mary Jane screamed in terror as Spider-Man tried to regain his balance. In the end, they both landed safely on the ground, but Mary Jane was not amused. "I think I'll just take a taxi home," she said before walking away. Spider-Man watched her go, feeling defeated. He knew he had a lot to learn when it came to balancing his superhero duties with his love life, but for now, he decided to focus on being the best superhero he could be and hope that love would eventually find a way.